street.
Did you catch the misery part? Did you catch the misery, people? Because that is the most important part. Welcome to the Fly Eagles Fly podcast, or should I say, Die Eagles Die, on the road to misery. That's really where we're headed. And in fact, I'm going to announce today, Jay, that I may go back to the 4for4 podcast just so I can divide my anger amongst 4 teams versus just one. I can't give that much hate to one team. It's not fair.
Be honest, Corey. Be honest with the whole public. You are in your best part right now. You love being miserable about your team losing. That's what you live for. When they winning, you want to still nitpick and find something wrong. So now everything is wrong. You should be in your best light. This is what you live for. This is absolutely what you live for. And you got a Flyers hat on, which is hilarious to me because they're winning, right? So you're gonna jinx them so they start losing, and then you can talk junk about the Flyers too, right?
I couldn't be happier. No, in all seriousness, man. Listen, I think I have to unleash something during that game to somebody, because I know that you're going to be positive and I'm going to be negative, and you wash me out. That's what I need, because at the end of the day, though, and here's the thing, I do like needling you a little bit, but here's the end of the day, I did not, and I know you did, because you said, I'm not worried. Listen to the guy, I'm never worried about it again. Hold on.
That's not following what's going on. Before this podcast started, I told Corey never to text me again during the game. Do not text me during the game.
I have to.
And now you can argue your point now, Corey.
So my thing would be is that you said, I'm not nervous. He said, I asked him, are you nervous about this game at all? He said, I'm not nervous at all. At all. And what happened? They lost. Now.
But
hold on.
You can't just say that. Hold on now. Let me, I gotta let the crowd, I gotta let this audience know something here. Let me I'm always positive about my team. I'm always positive about my team.
You are.
Corey will find something to hang on, I swear, and be like, there's no way we go. Like it's always misery. Like he brought up the fact that Lane Johnson wasn't playing. He brought up the fact that Jalen Carter wasn't playing. This was all before the game. This is so you're not somewhat nervous. I said, no, I'm not nervous about this game. There's no reason for me to be nervous about this game. I think that we're going to win this game with ease. That was my whole process.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Soon as things started going left, I get a text message. What about now? So it's like, are you going to join me in this misery? You know what I mean? Try to pull me down into it.
By the way, when I said, what do you think about this now? That was about 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, right.
100%. I didn't even let it get to the first quarter, man. He's like, you got to give it to at least second quarter, man.
That's like what I have to deal with on a regular basis. I'm going to go through some of your text messages just so I can let people know what we deal with when we're So I said nervous at all. I said no. So he was like, I said, why are you building excuses? Because he's talking about Lane Johnson. I said, I just said I wasn't nervous. Like, don't keep adding and moving the goalposts to make me like, give me a reason to be nervous. And he goes, okay, I'll leave you alone. I'm all in. That's what you basically said. I'm all in now. I'm ready for the game.
Right.
And then so the next text message I sent you was 2 turnovers in 1 play. Unreal. That's what I said to you. And
now, hold on. Now, pause it right there. Now, see, I didn't even say anything because I knew if I said something, you would freak out.
Right. But when
I let you do that.
But once I said it, the floodgates open, and you said 4 text messages in a row, like you had them ready to come. Like it was like boom. And then you said, I didn't want to say anything. Then you said, but they suck. That was the next thing you said. Now, mind you, this is still the first half. I'm like, they suck? Really? Like, are you serious? Please tell me you say AJ wide open and Jalen not even looking in the middle. Awful. He hates throwing the ball in the middle. And I said, He's throwing the ball in the middle. What the F were you watching? Every pass he had was in the middle of the field. So he threw
Not every pass by any means.
He was throwing the Goddard. He threw the AJ on the slant. He threw the Smitty in the slant. Everything was in the middle. All those interceptions happened in the middle of the field. They wasn't happening on the sidelines. Every interception he threw was from a middle pass in the middle of the field.
Except for the last one at the end. It was
no, not the last one, but all the other interceptions were in the middle of the field.
It was well, you opened the floodgates because I just honestly, here's the thing, man. I love because basically, you know what I was like a sprinter that was like, you know what, I'm not even going to race today. But then I heard the gun go off. I'm like, well, I got to race now. I got to text now. I get it. But here's the thing. This is what I don't know. I don't have an answer. I do not have an answer. The only thing I can tell you is what this reminds me of is the 2022 season. 23.
Well, 22-23.
No, 22 won the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. The 22 season when we lost to Tampa Bay in the playoffs.
Yeah, but we turned that season around. Okay.
No. We lost to Tampa Bay in the playoffs. We started out good. We went crappy at the end and lost in the first round of the playoffs.
This is 2025. So last year's Super Bowl, 2024. 2 years before that, 2022 Super Bowl. 2023 is when we lost to Tampa Bay. You're thinking 2021?
2021 to 2021-22 season, 22 Super Bowl. That season where we went and lost in the first round. We went to the Super Bowl the year after.
Right.
The Super Bowl year does not remind me of this season. The season before that, which is 21, 21. I'll put it that way.
21. Okay.
Yeah. That season there reminds me of this season. We had a new coordinator, right? We had
a new head coach.
11-1, 10-1. We were.
Yeah.
Then the wheels fell off.
No, that's 2020. That's 2023.
No, the season we lost in the playoffs to Tampa Bay in the first round.
That was also 2021 and also 2023. We lost to Tampa Bay in the first round both years. We lost to Tom Brady in 2021 in the first round. 2023, we lost to Baker Mayfield in the first round.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So the 2023 season when we went 10-1.
Yes, that's 2023, not 2021 or 2022.
All right. We lost that series. That's basically what I'm saying. That's the season this reminds me of. The reason why I'm saying that is because it's towards the end of the season when we should be playing good football. And there's this hope out here that we're going to do better. It's not going to happen.
So you're being negative? You're saying this is not going to turn around?
I'm being realistic.
Okay.
Here's the thing. The problems are the problems. It's not like something you can say, all we have to do is this offensive line is not good enough to keep our running game going. And if Jalen has to throw the ball 40 times, then he's going to throw 4 interceptions. The same way as if you make Dak throw the ball 40 times. Or the same way if you make Lamar throw the ball 40 times. Those playoff games that the Ravens lose is because they try to make Lamar throwing quarterback when they should be running the ball.
Right.
If we can't run the ball, what's the point?
By the way, I'm really falling in love with you all over again with all this negativity.
I'm just not negative. I'm just telling you where
I know you're trying to be serious, and I get
where
it.
The energy is. Like people are like, oh man, we can still turn it around. Where? Like where do you see them?
But look at this. I don't think I've ever heard you pessimistic like this. This is amazing.
Nah, it's because I've seen this happen before. I mean, I was that way in 2023 where I was like, oh man, we can turn this around. We got to the Tampa Bay game. I was like,
well, let's go point by point before we get into the whole, we're both angry at this whole team.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start here. We both like Jalen Hurts. I know you like him a little more than I do, but we both like him, and we're both cheering for him.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
This guy is a Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl MVP. People try to tear at him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm comfortable, and so are you, that, he knows he's got his warts. as every quarterback does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Marino's great, but if you had to do it over again, would you choose Marino, who never won a Super Bowl? I don't know.
Right.
Is he winning Super Bowl with a different team? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Certain people don't win championships. Allen Iverson, Dan Marino, they don't win championships I believe, for a reason. And Jalen Hurts won a championship, I believe, for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason that 2022 turned around, remember 2022 and 2024, both were turned around. Remember, the start of the season was not good. Shane Steichen realized that Jalen Hurts had his limitations and directed a more run offense is why they got to that Super Bowl. And then you and I also talked about this before. It was odd that the guy they leaned on, Miles Sanders, was completely absent in that Super Bowl.
Right, because they game planned for him. Like, so it's the same thing.
No. They didn't even he wasn't even playing a lot. It was mostly Gainwell that played, and he wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
So we see this trend where smart coordinators, Steichen, Moore, say, listen, here's the deal. We know Jalen can ball when we need him to. We know he can. And we know he's very good. He's not Josh Allen. He's not elite. He doesn't have those. And that's okay because that's who he is. But he can win ball games. He literally wills his team to win. The problem that you just brought up and I'm bringing up is that these guys see ahead and they know how to game plan. You have a guy like Patullo. You had a week and a half with help from Sirianni. Jalen, as you just mentioned, is not his best when he's passing 40 times a game. You have a week and a half prep, and you give Barkley the ball 13 times in the first half, almost 70 yards.
Yep.
And you give it to him 5 times in the second half?
Yep. That's the thing. It's like why? But here's the thing. It's not the fact that you only gave it to him 5 times or 17 times 5 times or whatever, or 7 times 5 times. It's the play call. It's the run to the middle every time. It's the to the middle. Let me pause you. Dude, so you're running behind Dickerson and Cam Jurgens. Cam Jurgens is getting outplayed almost every snap. But you keep running the ball behind Cam Jurgens and Steen and Cam Jurgens. Like, if y'all watch this, my bad. But come on, y'all. And then how many times is Jordan Mailata going to hold?
Well, two things. Number one, I, for the life of me, do not understand when you run Barkley and he goes for 6-7 yards. Tell me, Jay, it's almost automatic. You can almost set your watch by it. The very next play, he loses 2 yards. Every time.
They run the same. Because they run the
same
play. They run the same play.
Despite how we're talking about that, Tone, and here's the thing. Number one, and we talked about this, and here's the thing to consider, Tony. We talked about at the beginning of how Jalen Hurts is a winner, and he definitely doesn't get enough credit when he wins, but he gets way too much blame when he loses, and I believe that. But here's the other side of this. A smart coordinator knows how to use his best attributes. And like you were saying last week with Kevin Patullo, and I have to agree now, he does not know how to put together a game plan that accentuates Hurts' best thing. Because as you say, if you see Barkley run for 6-7 yards, play action pass. Do something different. Run a different kind of play because he loses 2 yards every time.
Look at the 2 plays that Herbert had. But they're just pulling the ball out and running.
Yeah.
He did it twice. And I'm like, can y'all use that maybe? Like what's wrong with
So, I mean, to your point too, this isn't really about getting to playoffs. I mean, I think by default, the Eagles are going to probably win the division, go to the playoffs. But I, like you, I really foresee that this is an act in futility because I can't see them getting in past the first round.
Nah, but here's the thing. I wouldn't even allow myself to be like braggadocious if we were to find a way to get to the championship game. Like, I don't see I'm like, yeah, so and I don't see it happening because of what we've been seeing. It's not like something can be turned on. Give me 2 games in a row this season that you've seen us be like, damn, we look good out there.
Oh, there's not. The Giants game is about it. One game.
I said 2 games in a row.
No, I'm saying
right.
I don't even see 2 games.
That's my point I'm trying to make.
I'm trying to give you that. I don't even see 2 games total, let alone in a row. Right,
exactly, because the first game of the season was against Dallas, and we struggled in that one.
Oh yeah.
You know, so there's not been. So I'll put it like this. I'll compare this season for us as how confident the Chiefs was last year, going like, oh yeah, we can win another one. Like, yeah, can y'all? Because y'all don't look good.
Mm-mm.
So me being a fan of the Eagles, and I've seen a lot of people talk about how hard the Eagles fans are on their team and things like that. And I saw this clip that was out there from Tony Baker, another comedian. He was basically talking about, I don't know how Eagles fans be talking about their own team. Y'all fresh off the Super Bowl. Well, let me explain to people that don't understand who Eagles fans are. I'm just being honest. And I mean, I have to explain this to people that don't understand how our fan base is. Our fan base gets the ridicule that it gets because we are who we are. And we do cheer for our team the way we cheer for our team. Yes, we boo our team. And the reason we boo our team is we boo our team when you don't give the effort that we think we know you have. If you play your heart out and lose a game, we'll never boo the team. We don't boo a team when we lose a hard-fought game. We boo the team when you out here going 3 and out and getting a false start penalty to cause us to be 1st and 10 or 1st and 20 when we just got a first down.
And here's the other side of that coin too. To piggyback your point, here's how to describe a Philly sports fan.
Right.
They're not going to boo a guy coming off the bench who's like a third teamer who they don't know, is this guy any good, or is he going to suck? If he sucks, he sucks. We don't know about him.
Right.
If I see Harper go to the plate and strike out, if I see Travis Konechny completely miss a goal, if I see Joel Embiid miss a dunk, if I see the Eagles go out, you boo. It's boo. It's coming. But here's the other aspect. If you're on it if you don't understand how Philly fans work, this is the most important aspect. And to piggyback your point, when we're in the stadium, you're like, how can you boo your team and stuff? If you see Jalen Hurts, Barkley, a great offensive line, Brown, Smitty, Goddard, with that offense,
and you scoring 15 points a game, boo.
Listen to my partner there. This is the problem. This is why you get booed, because it's not the fact that you're screwing up. We understand that there's screw ups, but your potential to score a minimally 30 points a game. I mean, minimally four touchdowns a game.
Absolutely.
And you're scoring less than 2 touchdowns a game.
9 points.
Can't happen.
9 points in the first half.
Right.
Yo, here's the thing: kicker missing a field goal. Boo, Jake, boo, because you make them. Like that's, and see, people don't get that part, right? People be like, oh, y'all just off of Super Bowl, how you booing? Here's the crazy thing: I was around when we wasn't winning Super Bowls, and it was still the same thing. It's not the fact that you're losing; it's the fact that you have the talent and you're not capitalizing off of it. So yes, that's why we boo.
That's right.
We're gonna say, yo, you trash, because you are better than that, and we know you are.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Super Bowl, how you losing 3 games in a row? Boo.
And here's the thing: you're like, well, you were Super Bowl champions last year, but here's the thing: we take it. We're doing the Nick Sirianni thing. We take this year to year. We don't give a shit what you won last year or you lost, anything like that.
Listen, man, it's like it's the crazy.
Every game now is our Super Bowl because we're looking at you like you need to win this game, you need to win that game.
Yes, and here's the thing: last year, I'll give a perfect example: 76ers, right? When Embiid went out, Paul George went down. Maxey was out there. People was out there cheering for Maxey. They wanted to see what Maxey can do.
Correct.
They already knew they was going to lose the game. If another team go on a 20-0 run, the fans wasn't in there booing. They already knew what the situation was. You come out this season, you got a healthy team. Joel Embiid come back. He missing shots, and we lose a game. Yeah, boo. Boo.
And here's the thing, too, to make you understand Philly fans. My dad brought me to a ton of Phillies between 83 and 93, right? There was a huge gap where Phillies just sucked. They just sucked.
Yeah.
I was in the same, and I can tell you for a fact, people weren't booing because they're just like, we know they're going to suck. If they win, we're going to be like, oh my God, they won. This is great. Because it's not an expectation that they're going to win.
Right.
You're booing management. You're booing the owner because they're not spending money, not bringing people in. So, yeah, if you hear boos, it's probably because they saw that guy in the window sipping his little tea, having his lobster. Yeah, because you're not putting the product on the field that needs to be. Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman have put the product on the field, and that field is not reflecting the amount of money, time, and effort that's been put out there.
Absolutely.
Now you're seeing a defense that rallies around Vic, and you don't see them booing the defense. Now, even though, and we'll get to this too, the defense came up small when they needed to be big. Yeah, they only left a field goal, but
I disagree. I disagree with that point. I don't think they did come up. They did not come up small at all in that game. You can't show me where they came up small in that game.
Well,
you cannot show me where they came up small in that game.
Well, here's the thing. They went down and tied the game.
Yeah.
And into overtime. And then they went down.
They tied it with what, though? They tied it with what, though?
A field goal. I know.
Listen, man. You listen. If you tell me that you're going to let a team get to the red zone each time and only give up a field goal, they got a touchdown on the first drive. That's it. That's it. Field goals the rest of the way. And you tell me that defense let you down. That defense did not let us down. That defense did not let us down.
Well, here's the flip side of that coin. What's your job on the defense? What is your job on the defense?
Stop the ball. Stop them from scoring.
Correct. Okay,
right.
So technically, I'm right that they allowed them to score. Whether it's a field goal, whether it's a safety, I don't care what it is.
I went 5 turnovers, Corey. 5 turnovers, and your minimum amount that they got was an overtime game where you allowed another team to get one more field goal. That defense did everything they were supposed to do.
I didn't say the whole game. I said 2 times they came up small, just the twice when they needed to stop that team from scoring.
No, man, I disagree. And the reason why I disagree is because why were they in that situation? They was on the field 10 minutes more than the other team was, and they still only gave up 22 points.
But here's the thing. You know it's a team game. You can't sit there and blame the offense. Now, can I blame the offense? Absolutely.
Why? Listen. If we had to base it off size of who did their job and who didn't, who did their job?
Oh, the defense definitely did their job.
More than the offense did.
Absolutely did their job.
I'm not going to say they came up small. I don't think they came up small at all.
I'm just saying the 2 times they needed to get that team off the field without scoring. They didn't do it.
I'll give you this then, Corey. If you told me for the rest of the season through the playoffs, that this defense was only going to give up 22 points for the rest of the time we was in the playoffs, you would take it. They gonna give up 22 points and that's it. You would take that in a heartbeat.
Not with this offense.
But that's my point. That's my point right there.
Well,
this defense did exactly what they were supposed to do in that situation. 5 turnovers, 1 turnover, they got right back after they gave them the ball. Like, you can't tell me that defense wasn't balling out yesterday.
You're putting it at a grand level. I'm saying, look, they did a great job all game. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. What I'm saying is you had 2 times where you need to be better than you've been. Even though you've been doing good, you had to get that team off the field without scoring 2 times. And it didn't happen.
I think they did, though. Here's the thing.
They scored field goals. I know it's only field goals, but they let up field goals that one tied the game, one won the game. And listen, I'm not trying to argue that it's a bad defense or they stink. No, I love this defense, and Vic does a great job. I mean, he gets the best out of this defense you could even imagine. But you can't disagree that 2 times that they needed to get that team off the field, they didn't do it. Now, is it because they're tired? Is it because the offense sucks?
I know.
Whatever it is.
I look at it differently. When you say the team needed to get them off the field, I think we just needed them not to score a touchdown, and I think they did that. Like, you can give up a field goal, don't give up a touchdown. Because I said, at the end of the day, Corey, the way I look at it is the opportunity was lost by the offense. It was not the defense. The defense kept the opportunity there for the offense each time. The defense always went back on that sideline and said, hey, man, all y'all got to do is score a touchdown here. Each time. That's all it is. Hey, all you gotta do is score a touchdown here.
But you can't. Here's the thing: you can't keep moving the goalposts. You can't just say,
"Oh, I'm not moving the goalposts." I'm saying that the defense, with the position that the defense was in for the whole game. Because here's the thing: 7-0. Defense gave that up. They gave it 7 points up.
Right.
After that point, they was in striking distance. The offense always had the opportunity to take the lead or win the game. The defense did not put them in position beyond those 4 points that they let back them down in the very first drive.
We're in agreement about the offense sucking and putting the defense in bad positions. We're in agreement about that. I'm not disagreeing with you. I am breaking this down into 2 drives, period. I'm just saying that defense needs to make a stop and get them off the field, and you win that game. The first or the second time. One of those 2 drives, we win that game.
Because AJ catch the ball, we win the game.
You keep moving the goalpost. I'm not talking about the offense.
You're saying 2 times the defense let us down. I'm just going. Listen, we just going to agree to disagree. It's not on the defense. It's not on the defense. I'm sorry. This game was not on the defense.
I didn't say the whole game was.
No,
I just said
it's not even those 2 drives. It's not even those 2 drives. There's no fault on the defense at all in this game. It's not. Even the holding call on Mitchell at the end, even that pass interference call, I'm still not putting it on the defense. I
don't think he even did it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not those 2 drives you talking about. I'm not putting blame on the defense.
But here's the thing. So let me ask you this: Eagles driving, the Chargers don't score that field goal. Eagles driving, same drive that they have. They're at that. Where would they get to? Like the 25? Is Jalen going to try and force that thing to Dotson? Nope. Because he knows we'll just score this field goal because they're the
game. But the thing about it is like, I mean, we're all it's all because of circumstance. Like everything changes.
True. I'm not arguing that. Absolutely.
So, like, I mean, him trying to force the ball to Dotson. I mean, to me, it was like he said it himself. He knew it was a tight window. That DB made a hell of a damn tip, though.
He did. He did.
I mean, he was like, he just basically threw his body out there just to touch that ball.
It was still probably a bad pass. I mean,
it was very well a bad pass. And like I said, I don't even know if Dotson gets his hands on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know it definitely probably wouldn't have been intercepted because he was trying to put it in a spot where only Dotson can get to.
Right. And I think, but again, I think that's where, and again, we'll agree to disagree. But I think if the defense doesn't have that field goal, Jalen's not trying to force anything. He's just trying to get down there in field goal range, win that game. Because Jalen, it's not about the stats. He's like, I just want to get them down to win. So Hurts is like, I'm just going to get to the point where we can get down to about the 25, give Jake an easy field goal, and we're done. So I appreciate your point. It's just one of those, to me, it's like everybody's got to do their job. And that job doesn't mean it because somebody's not doing theirs. That means you can relax and be like, well, we can still give up field goals as long as we're not giving up touchdowns. The whole point is a defense. You just said it. It's not to give up any point. Your goal every time, the goalpost should be in, no points. Not a field goal, not a touchdown, nothing. Now, of course, if you give up a field goal and not a touchdown based on a very heavy drive, and listen, as we've talked about, there's other guys in the NFL, they get paid very well too, just like Herbert. They're going to score points.
It wasn't like he kicked a 30-yarder. It still was a 50-plus yarder field goal. I mean, the defense, like I said, I'm not putting that on it. I'm sorry, man. It started out in the 35 for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what else you want from him, Corey? Good Lord.
I want perfection.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So let's get to it. So Nick Sirianni's more involved in this offense. Let's get into this. The Eagles are averaging 16 points per game over the last 5 games. They haven't scored more than 21 points in any of those games. And funny enough, the 21 points that they did score, they still lost because the Cowboys came back.
Yeah.
So this is the fewest points over a 5-game span for the Eagles since Andy Reid's last season 13 years ago. I mean, this is bad. This is real bad.
But just like, listen, just look at the patterns, right? Like look at the patterns. He's looking at the patterns, and the writing's on the wall. And people be like, I can't believe y'all fired such and such. Like, yo, dude, look at our history. Don't think for 1 second we love people to the point where we be like, oh, we're going to stick with them. This ain't the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he ain't Mike Tomlin.
By the way, did you see how long Jay's fingers are? He comes with that pointer. It's like coming through the screen. It scares me. When you point, I'm like, oh, he's going to hit me, man.
So listen, so I will say, and I know you do the research or whatever. When's the last time we lost 3 games in a row?
Oh, I didn't even look that up because
You
I
didn't
know
look that up. Okay.
But here's the other part. So I'm going to throw a bunch of things at you. Speaking of Barkley is losing yards on 15% of his rushes.
Yep.
That means nearly 1 out of every 5 rushes he's losing, not just breaking even, losing yards.
Yep.
That's second in the NFL.
Yep.
Talk about an All-Pro last year who ran for 2,000 yards.
Yep.
He didn't forget how to run.
Yep. No, it's the offensive line.
The offensive line is not doing a job. And it scares me because we all believe, even if they mass fire everybody, who's not going is Stout. He's not going anywhere.
No, but it's like it really, the thing that bothers me about it is the fact that we know where our draft capital has to go now. Like, you're thinking we're like 1-2 players away from being elite again.
Nope.
But when you start talking about rebuilding the offensive line, that's a lot of draft capital. You start talking about, we need a tight end, right? Yep. We need a guard. We need a guard.
We need a right tackle to replace Lane.
We might need 2 guards because the way Dickerson can't stay healthy.
True.
And Cam hasn't shown. I don't know if it's Cam's injury or he.
I think it's his injury. I don't think he forgot how to play either. I think his back. I think that back thing when he got surgery. I heard it takes over a year to get back to feeling right. So I guarantee he's not going to be playing Cam Jurgens level until next year.
And then here's the thing, man. Like, looking long term, like, and I'll probably bring it up in some of the points that we go on 4 points. Like, the window's still there. Like, I'm not stressing about the season like I normally would have 5 years ago, right? I've seen 2 Super Bowls. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm enjoying the ride. But
we've seen 3 recently.
Seen 3. Yeah, we've seen 3, and I've seen 5 in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's just like I don't. It's not bothering me like it normally would have. Right. You're like, oh man, what if y'all don't go to the Super Bowl? And you know what I'm saying?
We're the only division in football that has multiple Super Bowl winners.
Right.
All 4 teams.
Right. So it's fine. Like people like thinking it's end of the world. It's not. It's really not. Like I'm having a good time, but I'm also pissed off. Like,
enough of your damn feelings, man. Hold on, we got a lot to cover, man.
Yeah,
even your damn feelings. You can't text me now. Text about your damn feelings.
Yeah, don't be texting me, Corey.
All right. Speaking of Saquon, there was a thing out there today. Let me ask you this: they ran some film of about 5 different games that they believe the reason Saquon is not running well this year is because he's tipping. It's Saquon tipping. Now, there's a couple of things that they looked at, but one of the big one was Saquon lines up like this, and he's staring straight ahead every single time he ran. Then he lines up like this, and he goes, and then looks straight ahead. It's a pass. So every time Saquon looks to his right and left to see who's got to pick up, what's the blocking scheme, the whole thing for the pass, he's moving his head. Every time his head doesn't even move, it's a run. This is an issue because if this is a pattern that people are picking up on, this is why it's been so bad this year. That they know they at least the defense knows pass versus run, which is big. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a problem. Number one, little things that I saw. There was a time where AJ was wide up in the middle of the field, and again, Hurts was looking right at him, missed him. But that was one little minor thing I saw in the first half. Dean had a great game other than, and I know we can't pick out one thing, but I'm going to pick out one thing. He was late to that coverage. He saw that the running back come out, and he just kind of let him go a little bit. Then he went. Would you think that that's on Dean?
Yeah.
Does he got to be right on him when he comes out of there?
He does. And, like I said, there's going to be times where people make those kind of mistakes where he whiffed on the sack. That was another one where he came through on the blitz and he whiffed on it. But, those things happen. But
I know.
Overall, Eagles got a decision to make. Like, that's another money decision to make. Do you keep Dean or you keep Campbell? Like, what are you going to do with that? That guy coming off that blitz is unreal. And Zach Bond walking down a running back is crazy.
They're both playing so well. It's like Campbell is going to be a great.
Campbell is that dude down. I was like, wait a minute, is he catching up on that dude? And did you see the running back on him? Was like, I know.
He's looking back like he's like
out of bounds with one arm. Like, get out of here, man.
I love seeing the running back going, is this dude for real? Is this a linebacker running me down?
That's what we like. I was like, what the hell? Like,
see this dude? You know, the other thing too is like AJ run a route where he can catch the ball on third down rather than block. I agree with that one.
Yeah.
So there's some times where, again, the calls of Batula is like, why are you having him block when third down he should be opening for, you know, he should be wide open for something.
Why are you running the screen with Smitty bleed blocking?
Right. I mean, it's just dumb.
And then what is the other thing? The screen pass to Smitty, piss poor blocking by the receivers on that side.
Right.
They both just let him come through. So I'm like, y'all, listen, y'all might get mad at some of the plays that Petulo calls, but y'all got to execute them too.
No, I agree. It's not. Listen, we talked about this last week. It's not one person at all. This is a comedy of errors and a domino effect. Here's the other aspect. Remember that play in the Super Bowl, the dagger?
Yeah.
That was out of 12 personnel.
Yeah.
And everybody thought, okay, they're going to run out the clock, the whole thing. And then, boom, he calls it. That's the thing, too, is Eagles run so often out of 12. It's no wonder the blocking scheme, it's always going to get screwed up because the Chargers know they're going to run the ball. You're not passing out of the 12.
Right.
This is 3 straight games where the Eagles have had 2 giveaways in each game. 3 straight.
Yeah.
That's a scary, scary trend.
Yeah. Yep. And they never did that last year.
And I've never seen Hurts have a QB rating of under 30 in the first half, and then he had 31 overall.
Here's the thing. You got to have the worst game somewhere, right?
But here's the thing: 4 straight games. You got to agree. 4 straight games. He's been mediocre to awful.
But he's never been that bad. Last night,
I give you this is his worst.
Last night, dude was like, I was looking at somebody I did not recognize. I was like, yo, that's who we see. That's how Dak Prescott play in the playoffs.
Right.
That kind of game. And I'm going, I could not believe he threw that many interceptions. And I'm going, what the? I'm trying to figure out like what is going on, right? But
yeah, there was probably only one, the one that Alligator Arm Brown now. He's the Ricky Waters, the Ricky Waters of catching because he knows he was going to get popped.
He was going to get leveled.
He came down. Now, we did see Zach Ertz the day before almost probably ruin his career now based on that medicine ball that he threw up there. Jalen Hurts threw the same medicine ball. So I can't totally put it on him, but you got to catch that ball.
Here's the crazy thing. The Eagles losing, marketing-wise, keeps the Cowboys in the conversation for ESPN.
Who's this?
It keeps the Cowboys in the conversation for ESPN. like otherwise, like we win the game, they're like, oh, don't talk about the Cowboys. They're in the hunt. Like there we go again. So we got to deal with that nonsense for the next 3 or 4 weeks. You know.
Well, here's the offense too. Now let's look at the offense still there. So they had drives. Listen, look at this. This is crazy to me. The Eagles offense had drives to the Chargers 12, 17, 21, 23, 26, 30, and 36. None led to touchdowns. None. That is insanity.
It's crazy, man.
Look at the Eagles' last 5-point totals: 10, 16, 21, 15, 19. That's 81 points in 5 games, the fewest since 2012, which we talked about. And the 21 points was a lead that they blew.
Yep.
Jalen Hurts has 7 giveaways in his last 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Hurts had a total of 7 giveaways in the previous 26 games.
Yeah.
Career high 5 turnovers last night. Yeah. That's the most Eagles by an Eagles player in 25 years. And he's the first player in the NFL in 47 years to have 2 turnovers in 1 play.
I don't think we've lost 3 games in a row. I think I do remember the last time we lost 3 games in a row. That would have been Wentz's last season.
I think it might have been 2021 because I think they lost 3 in a row, and that's when he gave up the play calling to Steichen. And remember, the 2021. This is the year before they went to the Super Bowl.
I think it was Wentz's last year. I don't think we lost 3 games in a row before.
You might have been 2020. You think?
I think so.
Okay.
So.
Well, here's the thing: the INT that he threw that got the fumble, then he fumbled it back.
Mm-hmm.
He threw into triple coverage. Middle of the field, it was triple coverage. There was a guy before him, after him, and a linebacker in the middle.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: the DT was the one that was down and then fell back.
Yeah.
How do you not see that the DT is now in coverage?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what he saw on that one. So
Yeah.
yeah.
AJ apparently took accountability for all the 3 passes that he should have caught. Seems decent, but I don't want to hear about the excuses. Like just catch him next time.
Nah, somebody put a joke up online today. Said you would think he would have strong fingers with all the tweets he be putting out.
And here's the other two. His blocking this game was atrocious. He gave half-assed efforts, AJ Brown, the whole time. And on the one block for the Saquon run, did you know that he, Darius Cooper put somebody on their butt, and AJ Brown just kind of walked around like he was on the Wizard of Oz? So why are you sitting there giving a half-ass effort at $30 million a year when Darius Cooper making like $2 a game is looking to mow people down? Can't have that.
Right.
But I agree with you. The defense, I mean, look what they did. The first drive was a touchdown, right? Then they went 12 consecutive drives without allowing a TD. Gave up 5 field goals, but no longer a TD.
Right.
They beat up Justin Herbert, 7 sacks, a couple of turnovers. Marcus Epps played well. Adoree Jackson played well.
Jackson, baby.
Alex Hunt played well. Byron Young played well. Jordan Davis played well. And it was a spectacular performance by the secondary. Good God.
Yeah.
I mean, Cooper DeJean put the clamps on Ladd McConkey. I mean, 1 pass for 12 yards.
Yeah.
Quinyon Mitchell did his usual thing. Keenan Allen, 3 for 22. Reed Blankenship was great. I mean,
the defense balled out.
Yeah. So, all right, so let's get to our 4 points real fast. Let's get them up there. Mr. Producer, all right, number 1, your first 4 point.
My first 4 point is worst quarterback play in Philly since Wentz's last year.
Wow. All right. My one was this might get worse before it gets better.
I don't think it could get any worse than last night.
No, I mean the losing. That's just the losing in general. Because we'll talk about the Raiders in a bit, but if this team kind of self-implodes before the end of the year, and then we just limp into the playoffs, that's what I mean. Like, this could get worse before it gets better. Not the actual game.
It's the same. Well, we've seen this before, though. It won't be. But here's the thing. There's the upside to it, right? Because if it does collapse and it does happen, what was the result for the following year? Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? Like so it's like
we going to shoot. We going to Sizzler.
We already know what's coming, baby. You know what I mean? Like it's like, you know what I mean? It's like
I'll be in your ear. We going to Sizzler.
We going to Super Bowl, right? Exactly. Right. So
all right, number 2 for you.
The O-line is so bad. It's so bad, man. I mean, you want to love those dudes because they just a good group of guys, but they are playing horribly.
They are. I agree.
I mean, they should start doing some interviews with them. Forget all the skill players.
Yeah, the offensive line is not. I mean, I think they're beat up, but they're also just not playing well.
And my ladder, man, golly, dude, you gonna hold you holding everybody. I mean, we getting holding calls. He's getting more than one holding call every single game.
And they're missing a holding when he had Khalil Mack on Barkley's run.
I would listen. That so
he had this, but it wasn't egregious.
But the one that touchdown to AJ Brown, that wasn't a hold. So
that wasn't. I know.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to flip flop them. Like don't call that one. But they shouldn't have called the one when AJ got the touchdown. So that
I love flip flops. I wear them all the time.
There you go. I got some on right now.
Number 2.
Yeah. What's your number 2?
So I'll ask you: do you think Hurts is too limited to be the franchise QB, aka can he carry a team? And here's my example. So he is the perfect quarterback for this team past couple of years, absolutely. But you look down in Tampa. Remember they didn't have Smitty and AJ. He looked terrible. He still had Barkley, still had a great offensive line, still had decent receivers. Couldn't carry that team, and we've seen other quarterbacks do that. Do you believe? Let's say they don't have AJ next year; they just have Smitty. They have some sort of weaker thing. Do you think he could carry this team if he needed to?
Yes. Yeah, and I think he'll play a different type of game. I think he'll use his legs way more than he does any other time. But yeah, he definitely can carry a team and win.
Could he carry it as a pocket passer?
He's not
strictly a pocket passer. Let's say.
So here's the thing. We can't win without a running game.
Right.
So if you telling me, if you asking me, can he win games throwing 40 times a game? No, that's not his game. That's not what we need to do. So no, he's not a 40 type. He's not a 40 throw game type quarterback. And he needs all aspects of the offense. He needs the running game to be effective. He needs his legs to be effective, and he needs his passing to be effective. And that's how Jalen Hurts wins.
Right. All right. Number 3 for you.
Hold AJ accountable.
Oh,
like don't step up to the microphone if you're gonna be missing catches, dude. Like you opened up that Pandora's box.
Right. You're missing catches and blocks.
And blocks. So like I said, if you're gonna be a beast out there, be a beast on everything. Let me see you lay somebody out on a block.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, and side note, that 3rd and 16 catch from Smitty was on the money.
Oh, it was great. Oh my God.
That was great. And that was from under center. That was dope.
That was a beautiful slant that he hit him in rhythm.
Yes.
It can be a little bit of a bugaboo for Hurts. All right. As with any quarterback. I mean, everything is so easy to hit him on the run. It ain't. I've seen Peyton Manning miss those. I've seen Brady miss those.
Yeah.
Number 3 for me, where does the blame lie? And I think this goes back to, we got to look at Sirianni on this. And I think it's all his ego, because look, this offense has been dysfunctional since day F1 with the Cowboys game, everything else. There were seeds that this was not going well very early on.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where you could have done something like, there's a guy who's the quarterback's coach who has been an offensive coordinator before. He knows how to call plays.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been no disgrace to say, look, we're gonna scale back his stuff. We're gonna have this guy call game days, but he's still the offensive coordinator, but he's gonna call the game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
No disgrace. He's still offensive coordinator, but you had that ability 5 or 6 games ago that has now become an absolute disaster.
Yep.
And I put it on Sirianni for his big ego, putting this all on the line for us now.
I agree.
Number 4.
The window is still open. And when I say window, like I say, who knows what's going to happen this season? But with the draft picks that we have coming, with Howie being Howie, and us knowing what pieces we need, schedule being different next year, not as hard as it was this year. Can't be as hard as it was this year.
Right.
Because of the divisions that we played. We got another 2-year window.
Yeah.
Before we have to look at drastic changes.
Yeah, I agree.
And when I say drastic changes, I'm talking about quarterback changes.
Could be.
I mean, it could. I mean, I'm not saying that he can't be beloved or as tenured in the city as Donovan McNabb was, because I mean, Donovan was here for
10 years, because it was actually 12 seasons, because it was 1999 through 2010.
Yeah, I'm not saying Jalen can't be here for 10, but it's going to have to change. Somebody made a comparison today about him being like Russell Wilson, and I was like, ooh, don't do that.
I think it's a little too soon for the Russell Wilson thing.
Yeah, I was like, don't
soon.
Don't put him in that category.
No, please. I think it's too soon. But
because that was way too bad. They
have a decision looming.
Well, here's the thing. They will monitor like the next 4 games, right? Like the next 4 games.
Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out for a minute. They have a decision looming, and here's why. I think everybody knows Jalen Hurts is, we talked about it, his limitations and things of that nature. He still can be a franchise QB. He's got to have the right team. Now, all the talk about Tanner McKee, can this guy be a franchise QB? He certainly seems to have some of those traits. Hold on before you roll your eyes. Hold on. I'm just saying, here's the thing. If you're the Eagles, I'm just trying to say in this situation, if you're the Eagles and looking at Tanner McKee is like, okay, could this be the guy? He's got 1 start. We don't know if he's the guy. But if they have the talk, if this guy's got the intelligence, he's in the quarterback's meeting, he's showing a lot of maturity. His contract is done at the end of 2026.
Oh, now they'll sign him.
Now, hold on. He may not want to sign. Now, here's the thing. How much do you want to pay him to stay? Now, hold on. Now, here's the other aspect of this. Let me finish. Here's the other side of this. Hurts' contract runs, I believe, through 2028. You can get out of this after 2026 if you post-date it to June 2027 with minimal cap hits, but you cannot do anything with him until the end of the 2026 season. So that's why I'm saying the decision may loom to say, should we think, and we keep monitoring this, and this comes up next year, you still have to be with him for at least another year and a half minimally. And then what do you do with Tanner? If you think Tanner's the guy and you re-sign him, he might want to go and try and start somewhere else.
He's not going to go and start somewhere else. And the reason why is if they're willing to get rid of Tanner McKee, and the only way you're going to know that they're thinking that way is if they draft a quarterback in this upcoming draft.
Okay. That's true. That would be a big indicator.
The only way you know that's going to be a possibility. And the thing about it is Tanner, they're going to keep Tanner McKee because he's been here, he's been in the system, and he's groomed to be a backup quarterback. The same way they groomed Jalen Hurts to be the backup quarterback.
Right.
What happened with Wentz was just what happened with Wentz. Jalen Hurts was brought on this team to be the backup. That's what he was brought here for.
Yes, absolutely.
And he turned out to be better than what was advertised, right? And he worked his way into what he is today. So
wait, hold on. Let me pause you there. Do you see any of those possible same traits, paths with Tanner?
No. Because here's the thing. They brought Jalen in as a microcosm of what Wentz was able to do. Athletically, he was better, but Wentz's legs, Wentz's arm, and his athleticism, they was like, if he gets hurt, we need to be able to run the offense similar to what Wentz does. So Jalen is a good match. McKee is a pocket passer. He don't run with the ball. He's not a running quarterback. So I don't see the likelihood, because when Tanner McKee comes in, the offense changes. What's the point of pulling the ball in and doing that with the ball? They're like, you ain't going nowhere.
Well, we know that this offense can be done to be a pocket passer too. The RPOs,
right, exactly. So when you say, do I see the same things? I have to say no, because the offense changes if Tanner McKee comes in. It's not the same Jalen Hurts offense.
But I'm saying, let's say they could do that. Let's say, okay, we can completely change this, and Tanner still knows what's going on. Do you see any threat?
No, because once teams figure out, hey, he's not going anywhere, all they got to do is be like, we just got to get there. We just got to get to him.
Yeah.
He's not. The thing about it is he can't be a Justin Herbert or a Drake May or anybody else that uses their legs, which most quarterbacks do. You rarely find quarterbacks that don't run anymore.
Right.
So you're going to a throwback with Tanner McKee. That's why I keep telling everybody, fucking relax. This whole Tanner McKee thing, dude.
He dropped the F-bomb.
You need a quarterback that can run the ball too. It's just what the NFL is nowadays. To have a pocket passing or only pocket passing quarterback, you're limiting yourself. That's like having somebody back there without having a running game.
Right. All right. So
you know what the quarterback's going to be. Did
you give your fourth point?
No. My fourth point, I got my phone on and turned on. Hold on. My fourth point was I did get the window is still open.
Okay, yeah. So number 4 for me was I believe this team still lacks an identity. I don't know what it is. There's something missing for me.
No, so when you say lack identity, their identity that they had over the last 4 years was being able to run the ball.
I know. I'm saying that's why they lack that identity, because they can't run.
No, that's what they're lacking.
They can't run.
Exactly. So yeah, that was their identity, and they don't have it anymore. So yeah, they're nobody right now. Yeah.
All right. Who's your game ball?
Oh man. Shout out to Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson is my game ball, man. Adoree Jackson and Jordan Davis. They both get it together. But listen, I've been on his back. I got to give him his flowers the same way I got to give him his criticism. You stood on your hill last night, dude, and you would not be denied. People kept trying to pick on you. He was like, man, I dare you to throw. Give me the ball. Get it out of here. Nobody, no yards. And he was tackling. I was like, yeah, Dory. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it, Dory.
You almost got me excited.
Jalen Carter was missing, and you couldn't tell.
Yeah,
Jordan Davis was a grown man last night, yo.
Yeah. I almost going to say, your boy Brandon Mann. I thought you were going to pick a white dude finally. Of course, you still haven't picked a white dude.
No. We ain't doing that.
My game ball, it's a variety of people, but it's going to be Brandon Mann because he had an unbelievable. He averaged 50 yards a punt last night. He was incredible. But I'll throw it out there. There's a bunch of guys to give it to because I still think, Jalen Hunt had a great game. Davis had an absolute monster game.
Right.
I'm not giving it to Jackson because the pass rush was so good last night. Anybody could have looked good back there.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to agree that his sudden emergence last night had an awful lot to do with that pressure they were putting on Herbert.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I thought, and then on individual efforts, AJ Brown, Barkley both had great games individually for sure. Goddard had a great game individually. Mm-hmm. So you have to I give my props to all those guys because they don't get game balls, but they certainly played a hell of a game. But Brandon Mann's my man.
Yep.
All right, drama queen. Who you got?
My drama queen is Corey Alexander. That's my drama queen. That dude right there is the drama queen. I was like, yo, man, if this dude don't get off my phone, and it was like, just you text me. I mean, dude, you text me all like, dude, it was, oh my God. One text I said Saquon gonna break one. I said that like 3 plays before he broke one.
He did.
Saquon gonna break one.
I got to give him that.
And then he goes, oh, you were lucky. I was like, dude, you couldn't even be happy that we were ahead of the game. We were winning the game, and he still was like, man, this is awful. They are trash. This is a horrible. You happy with this? And I'm like, are you kidding me? So yeah, you was the drama queen last night, dude.
Oh, by the way, what happened to the Eagles last night?
Yeah, I know, but you had already said they were going to lose. What was the thing is? Okay, totally agree. Miss Goddard again. That's what you said about Jalen. And another pick. Awful. Told you. And then I said, I love this defense. If they lose, might be the best thing they need to overall. So like this, that's the hate this dude was texting. I said, AJ got to catch that. That was the one where he dropped the color. Okay, I'll declare you a demagogue if it happens. I'll say that's why I said we was going to win the game.
And they didn't. It didn't happen.
All right.
Although, when he caught the touchdown pass, I almost gave it to you, but then
Wait a minute, though. Then he goes, I think they turn it over again. I'm a pessimist. Told you. Done. Huge series. They still in the game. I say, AJ, I put question marks. What the fuck? That's what I put on the question marks, right? You said, I know. Terrible. If the Chargers don't win, I'll be in shock. This offense is junk. 19 points. Come on.
You can't just hold on. You couldn't disagree with that.
This is all while we're still winning the game. That's the point that I'm laughing about, right? Then I said, wait a minute. I said, quit your bitching. Jeez. It's a defensive game. The Chargers have a top passing defense. He's going to throw to McConkey here. You said, this is bad. It's over. Then you put C, the D let us down. The O let us down. Needed one touchdown. Too many 3-and-outs. I said, shut up, dude. No more text from you. This ain't even overtime yet, y'all. It's not even overtime yet. Not even overtime yet.
It's funny how none of my texts were wrong. None were wrong.
Then, wait a minute. So we get to overtime. Corey says, why kick? Now, here's the crazy thing. I said 4 interceptions and we're tied. Shut the F up. Why are you complaining right now? Like, we are in overtime. I said, they just explained it. Each team gets the ball. No worries. I'm still being positive. It's no worries. Both teams get the ball. We both get a possession. This game has shown me no positive signs of the offense. Who cares at this point? AJ will make up for that drop. That's what I thought was going to happen in overtime. Okay.
Here's the thing, real fast.
Well, here's Corey's answer to if they won the game. I think I'll do the podcast negative if we score or get a safety. How's that? Then I told him, ain't nobody want to see that. And that was the last text messages we had. Drama queen.
We got I love it. Drama queen for me was Jalen Hurts. It was just too much drama with that. All right, let's skip over the grades and the statistics real fast. And then Devontae Smith, it's weird. Caught 4 of 8 targets, but he was hardly at fault for some of those targets, which was weird. Goddard had 78 yards, 8 catches, which was great. Using that middle of the field. Jahan Dotson still is not involved in this offense, which is crazy. Nope. Offensive line, not great. Jordan Mailata's hold, questionable penalty, though. Brought back that Hurts touchdown penalty. Right tackle Fred Johnson did strong work, I think. I think he's doing fine.
He's fine.
Steen struggled. He was flagged for holding in the first quarter. He was beaten by the nose tackle a few times. Cam Jurgen was up and down. Dickerson left, but he allowed a lot of pressure on Hurts, I thought, throughout the game.
Yep.
Anyway, the defense just was great. We talked about that. Ajomo looked great. Davis looked great. Picked up the slack for Carter. Jalen Phillips, although didn't pack the stat book, I thought he was a menace all game. Or Jalen Phillips, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nolan Smith, I still think he's doing okay, but
he's made some big plays.
He made some like quiet plays.
Big plays on Herbert when he got up through there, got up through the lane.
Yeah, but he was quiet moments, but nothing loud. But I thought Jalen Hunt had one of his best games. Byron Young had a great game.
Yep.
Brandon Graham, he's been okay. I don't think he's making any difference yet.
You know what that defense reminded me of last night?
What's that?
It reminded me of the Super Bowl defense.
Okay.
They were causing pressure, but Herbert was able to get out of pocket more than Mahomes was.
Right.
But they were getting there a lot with just 4. They were getting pressure there with 4, and the coverage was there. And those timely blitz were there too. But like I said, if we had that defense for the rest of the season, I'm good.
Nakobe Dean, man, is a blitzing machine, man.
Yes.
Woo! He's unbelievable.
Yes.
He's just running over people. I mean, it's just disgusting.
He mollywopped that running back last night.
He's like, somebody's like, it's like you're like right here. If I'm running at you right now, he's like, it doesn't even concern him.
I gotta get to the ball, man. Get out of my way.
He's like, get out of here, man. Come on with that stuff. Zach Baum was just equally brilliant. Adoree Jackson, got to give him stuff. Cooper DeJean was outstanding last night.
Oh yeah.
Quinyon Mitchell was outstanding. Epps was way better than Sidney Brown. I don't like Sidney Brown. He's got to go. He has got to go.
Yep.
Special teams. Now here's the crazy part. We had Cameron Dicker fill in for Jake Elliott that one game.
No, I remember. We had Dicker the kicker first.
And he has gone on to become the most accurate kicker in NFL history.
100%. But the crazy thing about it was Elliott is only here because Cody Parkey got hurt. So, I mean, we just have a knack for kickers, but Dicker the kicker could have been our kicker forever.
I know. It's so bad. But here's the thing. He has been money in the playoffs. I mean, absolute money.
But he's kicking indoors a lot too.
No, he didn't kick in the
their dome is indoors.
Yeah, both kicks were indoors. But at the link in the snow, he kicked everything.
No, I get it, but most of his kicks are indoors. So
Super Bowls, not in the playoff games.
But I'm saying that I'm talking about Dicker.
Oh, Dicker. Oh, you're talking about
His accuracy has to do with the fact that
I thought you were talking about Elliott. Oh, no. Yeah. Yo, you're right. I agree. Well, here's the thing. Elliott isn't the biggest issue on his team by far.
Oh no, but
he's becoming an issue
because we're allowing that to be a part of it. like it's like
I know.
It's so inefficient. It's like, dude, the kicker missing too. It's bad, dude.
Oh, and let me get to this little thing. Brandon Mann, 48-yard net average. By the way, net average 48. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, he did.
60-yard punt.
So that one he kicked from the 10 that got them back to the 20. I was like, that's crazy. He flipped
that was
but the punt coverage was even better.
Yeah, there was. Punt coverage good. And guess who also looks great? Britton Covey. Welcome back.
Yep.
He looked terrific. Even when he's got a face mask, he still goes out and does it.
Yeah.
We talked about Nick Sirianni, all that kind of stuff. Here's my thing on that kickoff for the OT. You brought up the whole point, which I thought you would see my point. The defense was on the field the entire game. They're exhausted.
They were, but see,
I get your 4 picks, but it's like, dude, when you have your defense that exhausted, you got to give them some rest and put the offense out there.
But think about this, just strategy wise. If you know you're going to be able to possess the ball, both teams get a chance to possess the ball. Let your defense dictate what you're going to be required to do when you get the ball.
Right.
If the defense only gives up a field goal, then a field goal ties it and a touchdown wins it. If the defense gives up the touchdown, then fourth downs are for everybody at this point. It's like you got 4 downs now as opposed to 3 and maybe punt. You see what I'm saying? Let the defense dictate what you do. So let the defense go out first. If they go 3 and out, then it's like, hey, a field goal wins it. If they go touchdown, all right, we got 4 downs now to get these first downs to get down here and get another touchdown. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that makes sense. But again, you got to look at both sides. I mean, the defense is tired. They've been.
So if we had got the ball first, and then Matulo calls a dumb series of plays, and we go 3 and out, and then punt the ball again, and then the defense gives up 3 points, you're gonna be blaming the defense for that.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm just saying it's a pick 'em. I mean, to me, it's a pick 'em because it's like the defense is tired.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, the offense can generate at least 3 points. You're just hoping for that.
Right.
All right, skipping over Eagle stats. Let's go top 5. Who's your top 5 last week, real fast?
My top 5 last week was. Hold on, I gotta pull this up. I had the Rams, the Broncos, the Eagles, Bears, and Patriots.
Okay, and last week I had Pats, Rams, Broncos, Seahawks, Bears. No Eagles on there. All right, let's get to this week top 5. Your number 5.
Bears.
Okay, number 5 for me, Packers. Number 4 for you.
Packers.
Number 4 for me, Seahawks. Number 3 for you.
Rams.
Number 3 for me, Broncos. Number 2 for you.
Pats.
Number 2 for me, Pats. Number 1 for you.
Broncos.
Number 3, Rams for me. I still think the Rams are the biggest threat in the entire NFL right now. I'm just loving Stafford. I just don't know why, but Stafford's got 2 great wide receivers, a very good defense, pretty good enough running offense, decent enough offensive line. I just think that they're the most complete team. And you got Stafford, who is a very savvy, experienced Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yep. We'll see what happens.
As I don't trust the Broncos QB. I don't trust I mean, Drake Mays could have a great year, but I don't trust him yet.
10 in a row, 10 in a row.
Yeah.
Broncos won 10 in a row, Patriots won 10 in a row.
And I don't trust the Seahawks or the Packers, but I have to have somebody in the top 5.
Yep.
By the way, the ESPN has Eagles ranked 9th. NFL has Eagles ranked 13th.
That's fine.
Eagles Raiders preview. Let's get into the final preview here with the trivia coming up, by the way. Eagles open as double digits favorites, which is hilarious only because the Raiders are so shitty. It hasn't been a very good year. Vegas, who are riding a 7-game skid, including a 31 loss to 6-7 Kansas City Chiefs and a 2010 loss to the 3-10 Cleveland Browns. The Raiders have only scored 20 points once in the last 7 games. Quarterback Geno Smith is also tied for league interceptions with 14. Las Vegas has the 2nd worst offense. They're near bottom in the passing. They're dead last in rushing, which is weird with that Gentry guy, who is still a pretty good running back. Or Gene Key. They're the lowest scoring team at 15 points a game. Now, on the defensive side, they're actually pretty decent. They're about halfway down in defense. They're about middle of the league. They're actually ranked higher than us in defense, which is hilarious. They're middle of the road passing. They're a little better against the run. They're giving up 25 per game. They got Geno Smith, quarterback. They got Gene Tree as the running back, still pretty good. Brock Bowers is unreal. You have Trey Tucker as the number 1 receiver. You got your boy. Your boy is leading them in tackles. You know who that is?
For the Raiders?
Who's leading the Raiders in tackles? Your boy.
I don't know.
Devin White. The Eagles reject. He's leading them in tackles.
Yeah.
And on the defensive side, you still have a guy named Max Crosby who is amazing. Jonah Laulu or so whatever his name is. This guy's a D tackle. He's pretty good. He's not a game record like Jalen Carter, but he's a very good D tackle. So all that being said, and we still got trivia right after this. Give me your prediction on Eagles Raiders.
Eagles win 21-17.
Wow. This is it. See, he can be pessimistic too.
Because I don't see.
You don't think the offense is going to turn around this game at all?
This is a lose-lose for us.
Right.
It's a lose-lose. If you go out there and put up 45 points, everybody's gonna be like, "Who gives a shit?"
Yeah, you're supposed to put up 45 against them. Yeah,
right.
I agree.
And then if you go out there and do a stinker, like I just said, 21-17, we still in the same spot we was in this week, right? And now we're waiting to see what's going to happen against the Commanders, right?
Right.
So it's a lose-lose. At this point, I really don't even know if I'm watching the game.
Right. I will go I'm going to say 31-14. I think the defense
that's a sensible score, but the way they playing, I don't see it.
Yeah. All right, my two trivia questions. Dean has been remarkably productive since returning from that knee injury. His sack Monday night that forced Justin Herbert was his 4th sack in 5 games, making him the first Eagle linebacker with 4 sacks in 5 games since
4 sacks?
4 sacks in 5 games. Who was the last Eagles linebacker to do that? Also, the last time the Eagles held an opposing quarterback to below 50% accuracy, which they did, and had 7 sacks and lost. How many times has that happened?
What was that question again?
How many times have the Eagles held an opposing quarterback to below 50% accuracy and had 7 sacks and still lost? How many times has that happened in the Eagles' history? So there's your 2 trivia questions, ladies and gentlemen. Put your answer into the Facebook or into X or into Instagram. If we see that, just let us know. You can also put it into Messenger. We also check that. If you get the right answer first, we will send you out the merchandise of your choice, which you can see on BroadStreetMisery.com. And please follow us always at X, Apple Tunes, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We're under Fly Eagles Fly Podcast and Broad Street Misery. So check out all our podcasts each week, please. Come with questions, challenges, trivia, whatever you got. We want to hear your stuff because Jay's going to yell at me the whole time. I'll need somebody to defend me because I'm always right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up our podcast tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. We always appreciate the shout outs. We get a lot of love during this podcast and afterwards. We thank you guys for following us. So please tune in every week, 9 o'clock, Tuesday, Eastern Standard Time. We will have your Eagles wrap up plus the NFL and more. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Corey Alexander along with
J-Bliss,
who is less funny than me, but I'm more handsome.
Whatever, man.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Go Birds.